Hey, greetings, everyone. It's Glenn Calloway from the basement. It is beautiful Sunday. I'm a total couch potato today, but I wanted to take time to do this video. This was inspired, well, it's for my good friend Alex at Beer and Vinyl. He's having a contest celebrating his uh, first anniversary making videos in the VC. Seems like Alex has been around forever. Like he was doing a lot of guest appearances and chats and stuff for before he actually was encouraged enough to start his own channel, and it's an amazing channel. I love Alex, especially like we have a lot of connection. What I like about him, he's adventurous when it comes to listening to music. His ears aren't closed. I really like that about him, and we share a lot in common with some bands that we like. That one right there in particular, King Crimson. This is my autograph wall behind me here. Kind of cool, eh? There's Neil Young. There's Oscar Peterson, John Hyatt, David Bromberg, King Crimson, Ry Cooder, Earl Scruggs, Adrian Belew, and Tony Levin that I just got a couple of weeks ago. And Alex actually went to see that concert on Friday night or Saturday night, so I'm anxious to hear what he thought because I freaking loved it. Anyway, it's a great topic. So even if you don't like, you go hear the word contest and you want to turn it off. It's what is your favorite year in music? So for those interested in the contest, I think it closes in early January. Please support Alex's channel if you don't watch it. It's really good, and he's a super dude. And I love you, Alex. You're a good man. 1969 is my year, and I challenge anyone to have personally had a better year in music than I had in 1969. And I'm going to start talking about it now. First of all, the albums that were released in 1969, I couldn't believe it. I stopped at writing down 26. I could have written 126. What a freaking year. Phenomenal. I'll talk about the albums in a minute. I turned 16 in 1969, and that was the year where I spread my wings, baby. I was into everything, and I mean, we're not going to discuss some of the stuff I was into. Anyway, I went to some concerts in 1969, so try and beat this for a year going to concerts. If anyone can beat it, I will give you one thumbs up on your comments. Concerts in May of 1969. I saw Jimi Hendrix Experience. Not bad start. In July of 1969, I saw Blind Faith with opening acts Taste with Rory Gallagher and Delaney and Bonnie and Friends. A week after that, I went to Maple Leaf Gardens to see Sly and the Family Stone with an opening act, new band pretty much, Grand Funk Railroad. Grand Funk opened the show. The announcer came out at the start of the show and said Sly's pulled a no-show, which wasn't uncommon for Sly. In their place, Delaney and Bonnie and Friends, who I just saw a week before that and blew me away. Grand Funk comes out and was just phenomenal. It was like, they were brand new to me. I didn't have a clue, and probably to the most of the audience, they were fantastic. Fantastic. In sometime in that summer, I saw Johnny Winter at Massey Hall. Now, Johnny Winter, at that point, had Edgar in the band. Oh, was that good? Edgar playing saxophone and keyboards, and Johnny running back and forth across. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. November of that year, Led Zeppelin. Here's my Led Zeppelin. This is the original kind of a flyer from the show. See Led Zeppelin. There's see Edward Bear, the opening act, Canadian Toronto band, with Led Zeppelin. 2 performances only. Sunday, November 2nd, O'Keefe Center. Does this have the prices on here? Yes. How's this for concert prices? $5.50 was the top price, $4.50 and $3.50 Pretty cool. I'll hold that up for a second so you can see it. Now, I framed this and took some pictures. I cut up an old cover from um, Song Remains the Same album. Took the pictures and framed that. So it's a prized possession, man. I will never, ever part with that because I went to the show. It means a lot to me. I was told I could get $500 for that. Just saying. Now, personally, this didn't have anything to do with me until the album came out, probably in the movie, but Woodstock in 1969. I've told the story before that when I went to the Blind Faith concert coming out of Varsity Stadium in Toronto, there were people handing out flyers advertising a festival coming out in August. They'll list all the amazing artists who were playing at this festival, and it turned out to be Woodstock. Do I ever wish I still had that flyer? Anyway, so that's personally what was going on. Now, records. I'm just going to list a bunch of ones that I didn't pull. Let It Bleed. Everybody knows this is nowhere. Hot Rats, Tommy, The Band, second album, the brown one. Arthur, The Kinks. Crosby, Stills and Nash. Stand, Sly and the Family Stone. Chicago Transit Authority, Bayou Country, Blind Faith, Janis Joplin's Cosmic Blues. Grand Funk, the Red album that was just coming out when I saw them. Second Winter and Johnny Winter, two great Johnny Winter albums. Joe Cocker's first self-titled Joe Cocker, and the next with a little help from my friends. The incredible blues album Fathers and Sons, and Rory Gallagher's band Taste. That's just the albums that I didn't pull here. So let's talk about the ones I pulled, just because I love these albums. I was a big fan of Deep Purple's, technical issues. I was a big fan of Deep Purple's first incarnation, and this is my favorite Deep Purple album, the third self-titled Deep Purple album that has April on it and The Painter, and great album. My favorite Procol Harum album, A Salty Dog, 1969. Abbey Road. I've told this story before of just going for a walk over to, after dinner, went for a walk over to the local mall, which had a department store called Simpsons back in the day. If anybody's old enough in Toronto remembers Simpsons, they were probably all over the country. They had a record department. I walk into the record department, and what's sitting on the shelf but this? And I'm going, that's the Beatles. What the hell is this? It was like $3.99 or something. I didn't have a frickin' dime. The mall was about a 10-minute walk from my house. I ran home. I think I flew home like Superman. Ran in the house. My dad's watching TV. Oh, Dad, please, please, I'll promise to be a good boy. I'll cut my hair. I'll do anything. Give me the money to buy this record. He did. And I didn't live up to my promise to cut my hair. Got kicked out of the house. The whole other story. Anyway, come home and put this on, and here, Come Together. Oh, frick. This mind-blowing album comes out. In the Court of the Crimson King, one of my favorite albums of all time. Oh, man, imagine hearing that in 1969. Frick. The two Zeppelin albums. This one came out, another one. I bought the Zeppelin albums without ever having heard a note of it, just because I loved the cover and the name and the cool-looking band on the back. When I went to see Zeppelin, this was just coming out. Just being released, Zeppelin 2. And last but not least, my favorite San Francisco band. Jefferson Airplane releases Volunteers. It's this far behind Surrealistic Pillow as my favorite Jefferson Airplane album. That's 1969, man. That's it. I hope everyone has a great Sunday. Take care. Please support Alex at Beer and Vinyl. And we'll be back soon with another video. 2 in 2 days. Do you believe it? Mr. Lazy did 2 videos in a row. Take care.